One word that I would use to describe our class is determined.
I would say our class is very optimistic.
Adaptive.
Persevering.
I say we're strong.
I'd say our class is really driven.
Because a lot has gone on this year, and I think we've all tried our hardest to get through it.
We got through an entire global pandemic, and we still managed to finish on top and do well.
Because we got through this entire year without a whole lot of complaining, and we were still really positive about everything.
What I would use to describe our class would probably be diverse. I know there's a lot of different people that I've had the chance to meet.
I would say energetic.
Crazy.
Outgoing.
I would describe our class as fun because we know how to make light of a situation like COVID.
We are always like at pep assemblies and everything like that. We are literally always screaming at the top of our lungs, and we have like the best energy.
My favorite memory probably had to be one of our hostess state competitions, just because I was like the first time I was really independent and got to just go and do things with my friends.
Going to marching band competitions, like overnight ones.
The overnight trips that I went on, such as HOSA and other things, and the DC trip that we went on in pub. I just like having that community with people in my school.
Probably a bunch of activities I did at marching band.
Mr. Fowler's class. He's a very funny guy.
I'm gonna say senior year sports was my favorite memory about high school.
Favorite memory from high school is definitely during my senior tennis season, whenever we had GAC practices, and I felt like I was really improving my skill, and it was nice because I was #1 on the team, and I just felt really accomplished that entire year.
I have good memories of going to football games. All my friends were there, and we were just having a good time, not caring about anything else.
I'd say like all the football games, those are really fun, especially like the one homecoming one that we actually won.
There are a lot of good memories, but my favorite memory would probably be hanging out with my friends in the lunchroom, seeing everybody together.
My favorite high school memory would probably be just hanging out with friends, driving around, listening to music and whatnot.
I'm definitely gonna miss like having a schedule.
I'm gonna miss the regularity, I think, of just coming to school, going to class, seeing everyone that I know.
Something that I'm gonna miss are the great teachers that I've had.
I'm gonna miss seeing all my friends every day.
Probably people.
Seeing this specific group of people.
I'll probably miss my friends.
Seeing them every day.
All of my friends that I made.
I'll definitely miss some of the people.
I'm definitely gonna miss being able to see all my friends and classmates every day.
The thing I'm gonna miss most about high school is just seeing my friends that I made over the years every day, because now we're all going our separate ways and there's a chance that I might not see them again.
The atmosphere, just like going into the lunchroom, going to several different classes, some classes with the same people, different people, it's just all mixes into a
I tell my freshman yourself to just not worry about the school part of school so much. There's a lot more to school than academics, and everything I remember about high school is not going to be academic. It's going to be all the fun things I did in all the clubs I was a part of and all the people I met and all the teachers I had, not so much about this material. So just to live in the moment and have more fun.
Don't stress over little crap.
Go to more things. Yeah, just get out there, do more things. Don't worry as much about academics and try to have fun.
This would be things don't really matter that much. You don't have to think about what other people think so much.
I should have not grown up a little sooner, but I think I should have lived my high school years more to the fullest, especially without having a senior year.
You have limited time, so do as much as you can.
Some advice I give my freshman year self is to don't be afraid to talk to people, because chances are they're gonna want to talk to you.
One thing I do regret was not coming here my freshman, sophomore year. I went to Duchenne, and when I transferred here, it made a whole world of a difference, and I found myself enjoying the school more.
Wouldn't change a thing, honestly. I don't know if it sounds cliche, but everything that I went through, I just really like it.
The year's really been full send, and all 4 years have really been full send.
Final words, final thoughts. I'm excited for college, and I hope the next 4 years are going to be just as great.
I'm going to enjoy college and enjoy life after school.
No, it's not. Hold on a minute.
It's time for your brain to explode.
For you, it's graduation time. For me, it's retirement time.
Hello, FHN seniors.
Hi, seniors.
Hi, class of 2021.
Hey, class of 2021.
Congratulations, seniors.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We are so proud of you.
Hello, class of 2021, and congratulations on making it all the way through.
Hey seniors, it's Mrs. Johnson. I just wanted to take a minute to wish you all the best of luck.
Congratulations on making it through, I don't know, just a weird year.
I admire your resilience to the pandemic.
You guys are super resilient and are going to do awesome.
This year you have proven that you are flexible, creative, and resilient, and no matter your path following north, those qualities will serve you well.
Even though things were canceled and things looked a lot different than they normally would, you rose to that challenge and you were able to make it through.
You made it to graduation. This is such a huge milestone for you in your life.
Some pieces of advice from me for your life.
My advice for you?
Just a little bit of advice.
One piece of advice I'd have for you.
Learn to manage your time, your money, and your relationships.
Just surround yourself with people that encourage you and that love you and support you.
Do your homework. I learned that the hard way in Calc 1, and I did pass my class, but I did not do nearly the amount of homework that I really needed to do.
First, step away from your phone and make sure to meet new people wherever you are. Second, memorize your social security number because you need it for literally everything. Third, first impressions are super critical. Make sure you're making good ones wherever you go. And finally, please join us in voting as soon as you are able.
Whatever your plans, if you have plans, that's great. Don't have plans, that's great. You will find something to do, but make sure you find something to do that makes you happy.
Work to figure out what makes you happy and what you like waking up to each day. And I think you're going to find that life is pretty enjoyable if you're able to do that.
Some things you don't know you love, or that will turn into great opportunities later if you don't try.
Walk with faith and know where love is.
Surround yourself with good people and good things, and life will have a way of working itself out.
I am so looking forward to the futures that you have ahead of you. They're big, bright, and beautiful.
And I wish you nothing but the best.
So good luck to all of you.
The best for everything that the future holds.
And there is no group that we would rather change the world alongside.
Try hard, do your best, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish.
I hope to stay in touch, and I hope that you guys have a great summer. Then as you go on to the next things in your life, that you continue to be successful.
Know that you'll go on to do great things. Don't be strangers. Come back and visit and stay in touch.
Hello, class of 2021. I've been asked to give you some advice, and truth be told, trying to give an entire group of people a piece of advice that's going to last them a lifetime is a little bit of a tall order. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit of a story instead, and maybe it'll turn into some advice. When I was actually a little bit younger than you, I was living in Ohio. I grew up there. I thought that was where I was going to live, graduate, all of the things. And my parents abruptly moved me to Missouri between my junior and senior year, and I was really, really upset about that. And from there, I thought I'd never go to college because I didn't have any interest in doing that, but I ended up having an opportunity to attend Lindenwood University, and so I did that, even though I never really wanted to. But when I went to Lindenwood, I thought perhaps I'd be a computer science major, and so I studied computer science for a year. And I discovered that I hated that and eventually became an English major. But the last thing I wanted to do with an English degree was to teach. And yet I was inspired by a woman, a professor, to become a teacher. And so I found myself in that role too. And at that point I thought I wanted to teach for the rest of my life. And yet my wife pushed me to become an administrator. And so I did that, even though I didn't want to at the time. And eventually that path led me back to St. Charles, back to Lindenwood, close by, to Francis Howell North. And so I guess as I think through the path that I've taken, it's not anything that I ever intended, it's not what I envisioned, and yet it's been absolutely wonderful. If all of the things that I hadn't envisioned for my life hadn't have happened, then I wouldn't be here now. I never would have met you, I never would have been a part of the lives of the class of 2021. And that's been an absolutely incredible experience. And so for that reason, and a lot of others, I'm genuinely grateful for all of the things that happened in my life that I never really thought would or should. And as you move forward, you may have plans, you may have an idea of what you're going to do with your life, or you may not. But one way or the other, as you move through life, you're going to discover your path, you're going to find out what that looks like, and by the time you start moving down that path, when you look back, you'll never be able to imagine what it would have been like if you hadn't taken the path you were on. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next stage of your journey. I promise you, it's going to be okay. I can't wait to see where your journey takes you because I'm already proud of who you are. I've watched you for the last 3 years. And frankly, for half of the time we've been together, we've been dealing with a pandemic. And yet even through that, you've taught me how to be a better human being, how to enjoy the path I'm on, and how to appreciate where I am. I'm proud of you all, and I'm deeply grateful that our paths have crossed. Thank you and good luck.